Recording provides an overview of the additional features and options available to an ESS user with the approver role. All ESS users by default are granted the user role. However, for more information on the options available to all users, please review the user role recording in the November 2024 newsletter. This video will focus on the additional menu options available for those standard users who are granted the additional roles of leave request approver and leave supervisor for staff. In order to approve leave, the user must have the leave request approver role, and the leave supervisor for staff role allows for additional supervisor options in the application. So let's log in as a user that has both of those roles. And if you aren't sure what roles you have, as it was explained in the standard user demo, you can go into your user profile. I'm down at the bottom left-hand corner of my screen. And when I click on profile, it will list the roles that I have that have been assigned to me. So here we have, by default, like I said, the user role is given to everyone. And then for this particular user, they have also granted Brenda the leave request approver and the leave supervisor for staff role. So I'm going to go ahead and go back and click on home. And so for users with an approval role, when you log in, your staff's outstanding leave request will be displayed on the home screen under the pending workflow tasks. So there is a leave request approval area underneath here. There's also a timesheet approval area. We won't be covering that today. That's for a different role for those that approve timesheets. We're just going to focus on the leave request approval, and that one's selected. And so what you're going to see is a grid, and it's going to display the employee's name, position, start and stop, leave dates, the type of leave, the length of the leave, and the leave balance. So this leave balance, there's a little tool tip on here that details or provides a tip of what that's for. But basically, the leave balance is the current leave balance for that leave type, excluding any currently approved but not yet exported leave requests. So once you approve a leave request, it will be removed from the grid. And for any remaining leave requests still on the grid for that employee and for that same leave category, the leave balance will be automatically reduced by the amount of that leave you just approved. So let's use an example here. So if I approve Susan's, let's see, her November 5th sick leave request. So you'll also notice that she has one for December 4th. So if I went in and approved this right now, obviously it's showing the same balance because it's not including any initiated leave information here. And so it's saying her leave balance right now is 43.750. So this is, again, what her current balance is. Now, once I approve this 11.5, it will, like I said, it will remove this from the grid, and you'll see then on her other sick leave request, it will reduce the leave balance by the amount of my prior approved leave. So it was for a full day. So once I approve this one, it will reduce this one and it will display 42.750. Also, just regarding the balances, if their balance would happen to go negative for a leave type, the leave balance column will be displayed in yellow if it's configured to allow negative balance. If it's in red, that means that it is configured to disallow negative balances. and that user wouldn't be able to approve that leave if the balance is in red. So with this grid, when you're looking through it here, you do have the ability to either mass approve or mass reject on the home screen by selecting the particular leaves that you want to approve or reject. Or if you prefer to view the full details of each of the leave requests before approving them, you can click on the view icon, and from there it'll take you to the full details of the leave request, and from there you can approve or reject each one individually. So let's go through both of these options here. So if I just wanted to go in and quickly approve Susan's request, I have the information I need for her vacation leave request here. And I'm just going to go ahead and just approve it. Now, like I said, if I want to mass approve several, I could just continue clicking and all of those will be mass approved. I'm just going to select this first one and click on the approve option. And here I can also add a note. So if you want to say approved on and put a date, you could do that. You can just leave it blank. And when I click on approve, it will remove that vacation leave from my screen. The status of the leave request has been changed. If I'm the only approver, it's been changed from initiated to approved. Obviously, if there are multiple people that need to approve the leave request, it will move on to the next person on the leave request approval workflow, and that person then will log in and they will approve the leave request. Now, if I wanted to actually look at the leave request ahead of time here, what I can do is just view it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this first one, and this is her sick leave. Like I said, here's her current leave balance. So go ahead and view this. And looking at it, like I said, you're going to see the full details. So you're going to see the leave request detail information. You're going to look at the daily details, and you'll notice, it's on November 5th for one day. It's a full day. And here is the same information showing on the daily details. And then the leave request approval trail. So right now, the only thing that's happened so far is that Susan submitted it. And it was via the cafeteria workflow group chain. And this is the day that she submitted it. So at this point, as her approver, I can go in and reject or approve it manually. And once I either reject it or approve it, it will remove it from the grid. And then it will go in then and reduce the remaining leave balance on the other sick leaves that are still waiting for approval. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and view Susan's, and you'll notice right now for the 5th, her current sick leave balance is 43.750. So I'm just going to go in and view it. And I'm going to go ahead and click on approve. Click on approve here. And you'll notice now that it has been removed, and her other sick leave requests have been decreased by one full day. It was 43, and now it's 42.750. Another note I want to make is in regards to professional leave forms. So here's one that Susan submitted for professional leave. So Brenda will go in and view it. And when doing so, if configured by your district, you may also have the ability to edit their leave request form in order to enter or edit any leave expense information. So if I scroll down here, here is all the leave expense information. So once you go in and you'll see the edit option available here, you'll notice you won't be able to make any changes, obviously, to what Susan has entered in here. Brenda doesn't have the ability to make any edits in the top portion, but under the leave expenses, she may have the ability here to go in and edit any budget information, any registration, lodging, mileage information, the actual budget account codes, entering or editing any of that information prior to approving it. So once any of those fields have been updated by the approver, you can click on save. And then at that point, then she can go in and edit or go in and approve that leave request. As well as going into the home screen to approve leave request, approvers also have the ability, there's an additional menu option for them called leave request approval. And this basically mirrors the home screen. And it's same type of options are available. You can go in and mass approve by checking the ones that you want and clicking on approve or reject. Or if need be, you want to view the details first, you can click on that particular one and view the details. And again, you'll see where you'll be able to go in and make any edits if that's configured by your district, that they allow approvers to edit their staff's leave request prior to approving them. So basically, it's the same type of options that are available on the home screen. The leave request approvals, where you can do that here, or you can go to the leave request approval and do the same thing here. Under the leave request menu, approvers are going to see two additional options with their roles. They're going to see a view supervised leave. So this allows you to view your staff's detailed leave request information regardless of where they are at in the approval status. So on the home screen, you only saw leave requests from your staff that were waiting for you to approve. But on this grid, you're able to see all of their leave requests regardless of where they're at in the workflow. So just looking here for, Susan's information, we'll see all of her leave requests. And here is the approval status then. And you can filter if I just want to see her initiated ones. These are the same ones that should be sitting out there underneath the home screen, waiting for me to approve. So if I want to see what's been approved, I can just select that approval status, and it will show all of her leave requests that have been approved. I want to see what has been exported out of ESS. I can click on the exported, and it will show that information in here. So again, you can use, the filtering here. We call this the filter bar or the filter row to filter out specific information. And then also you can use the more column to add or remove columns on your view supervised leave grid. Also, there is a supervised leave. Oh, one other thing I wanted to point out in regards to, I'm going to select the professional leave. And one thing I just wanted to show as well, when it comes to the professional leave forms and you view them, there is an option here that will allow you to print the leave expense form if need be. So approvers are able to go in and click on this, and it will create a PDF file of the expense information on the leave request. Okay, the supervised leave analysis. This provides you with your staff's leave balance information, as well as the ability to look at their leave request details in here. So it's kind of split into two grids. So the top grid displays all of your staff and their leave balance information. So I'm going to pick on Susan here. So just looking at what I have available on the grid, again, I can use the more column to add or remove. I can also go in and move some columns around to what it works for you. And so in here, it's basically telling me for Susan, for her sick leave, Her sick leave balance is this right now. Here's her approved sick leave that I just approved. Here is her personal leave information. She just has one. And then here is her vacation leave information. Now, if I wanted to actually see all the leave request details that make up, what's been taken and what she has created, what I can do is I can select just her on here. And then what I can do is click on See Leave for Selected. And when I click on that, what we're going to see down at the bottom of the grid is all of their leave request details. So as you can see here, then I can see everything, and I think it's going to sort automatically by the most recent ones. And so you'll see, where they're at in the approval. And so it basically just gives you, a grid of all of her leave requests. So similar to what you're seeing underneath the view supervised leave, but what's nice about the leave analysis too is that from here, if I need to, either the top one where I have all of my employees and their leave balance information, or I selected a specific employee and wanted to see their actual leave request details, I can do an export grid items from either one, and that will create a spreadsheet of that information in either of these grids. Okay, under the leave calendars, as an approver, you will have an additional option, and that's the supervisor leave calendar. So from here, you can view all initiated, approved, and exported leave requests for your staff. So leave requests will be displayed alphabetically by last name. So as you can see here, you have both Brent and your own. That's another thing I need to note is that you will be able to see all your staff's leave requests on the calendar, but you will also be able to see your own leave requests as an approver. So you're going to see that in here as well. So like I said, these will be listed alphabetically. You'll be able to see that. And also, obviously, it will be denoted by the color of where it is in the approval status here. So, and that was explained in the user demo, standard user demo. So in here, as you kind of look through here, again, if I wanted to see more details about that specific one, all I need to do is click on that one and it'll provide the details. So if I want to click on Susan's from the 5th, it will show the detailed information about that. Also, I can go to the leave request approval trail, and any green marked leave requests on the calendar are ones that have already been approved. And I can confirm that here because it says that, Susan, here's where she originally submitted it, and here's where Brenda actually approved it. So other options you'll see up here under the filter option area. This allows the approver to filter your staff's leave requests by one or more department codes, by the building code, by the leave request type, and also by a specific employee. So the rest of the options, so once you do apply a filter, so if I just want to see Susan's information, I can just select her, add her to this, and then apply the filter. And those are the only ones that I'm going to see on my calendar, are just Susan's. And if I want to change the view, I can go in here and change the view. Maybe I want to see it by a monthly list and see her options there. It's also going to default show me the blackout dates as well in here. I'm going to go back to the calendar. If I want to remove this filter, I just go back up to filters and click on clear filters and apply that. And it goes back to everyone that I have to approve. So it shows all of their leave requests. So the rest of the options you see up here just allows you to change different format settings. You also have the ability as a supervisor to do a custom start and stop. So if I just wanted to see who has leave requests for a particular pay period, maybe my pay periods are from the 1st through the 15th, or 1st through the 15th. What I can do is a custom start, and I can put in November 1st and a custom stop of November 15th, and then click on submit custom dates. And I'm only going to see those leave requests for that pay period. And at this point, if I want to print this calendar, I have the option to print it. And I can either use a CSV option or I can do a PDF option in here to print off the calendar if I want to. And if I want to clear those custom dates and go back to see everything, I can just click on clear custom dates and I go back to everything that's showing for the month of November. Okay, this wraps up the additional menu options that are available to approvers in ESS. If you have any questions, please reach out to your ITCs for further assistance. Thank you.